And it's Get Well Wednesday. Let's talk with Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is the National Ambassador for the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association. Good morning, Angela Bassett.
Good morning. Good
And welcome to
morning.
Get
Thank you for
Well
having me.
Wednesday.
Yes.
That's
Good
right. I
morning.
love it.
Okay,
Good.
so no diabetes by heart. The initiative that is a new initiative, and you're here to discuss the link between type 2 diabetes and heart disease. First of all, before we get started, how's the family?
They are doing wonderful. They're thriving. They're growing. They're learning, playing, doing all the stuff they're supposed to, by and large.
Bless their hearts.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
good parenting.
what made you decide to hook up with the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association?
Well, I was an ambassador for the American Diabetes Association for about 3 years. My mom passed about 5 years ago, and she had type 2 diabetes, and she passed away from congestive heart failure and a number of things. So this really was my way of honoring the woman who really propelled me to become, the woman I am today, to follow the dreams of becoming an actress, and to just really go for it. So it was my, my honoring of her. And as I said, I was involved with, the initiative to just get people more aware of their risk. And last year, I went to a conference and they came together, these two organizations, to really get the word out and to help others. So I said, well, yeah, I'll continue. I'll continue because it's a good thing. It's an important thing. It's critical, this issue. So
Especially among
continued.
African Americans.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Angela Bassett, what is the link between heart disease and type 2 diabetes?
Well, people living with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to die from heart disease. And as I say, that was my mother's situation at the time. We didn't know that information at all, Yet, when they surveyed people who are age 45 or older who have type 2 diabetes, they found out that only about half of them are aware of the link between the two, between type 2 and heart disease. And so if you don't know, then, of course you don't, take the steps, I think, to manage those risks.
Sure.
As more, as much as you would if you have an awareness.
Yeah,
You
my
know, you
doc-
know what questions to ask.
My doctor told me I was pre-diabetic, which I didn't know was a thing. But I started, exercising, changing my diet, and things like that. But I didn't know pre-diabetes was something.
Existed.
And did you
Right,
do
right.
that? Did you take the steps as a result of your mother's history with this?
Did I take the
Yes,
steps?
I'm sorry, Angela Bassett, yes. Did you?
Okay. I thought you were asking Guy. Yes.
I can ask him anytime. Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere. Yeah, I had to take some of the steps also, going to my doctor, talking about it. I do try to manage my risk also. But yeah, and I had to bite the bullet, and I try to be so healthy and all of that, and
Right.
think that I have been for so long. But so if it involved medication, then I had to start that regimen, and that really has been maybe just under about 6 months now. But now when I go back to my doctor, I see that that it's working, so I feel so much better about it.
It's hereditary,
I just
isn't
had
it?
Yeah, some of it can be, and some of it can be. My uncle also, he has type 2 diabetes, so it's become like this family thing, and he does work out, and he is mindful of the things that he eats and stress and all these contributing factors.
Alcohol.
Okay. He doesn't do that.
For me, it's
For you.
And so, as ambassador for both the American Heart Association and American Diabetes Association, what are your tips for people that you have learned, you glean from all of this, in terms of what works for you and perhaps may work for them?
Right. Well, what people living with type 2 diabetes should do, well, first and foremost, they should talk to their doctor at the next appointment about ways that they can reduce their risk for heart attack, for heart disease, for strokes. Implement lifestyle changes, and that's going to include medical nutrition therapy, let food be thy medicine, weight loss, increase physical activity. Get up, walk, move, dance, whatever it is. If you're smoking, cut that out, quit smoking. Another big thing in our lives, we know, stress. So got to find, techniques and ways to properly manage that. Monitor, which is a thing for me. I did this for a couple months. Monitor and keep track of your blood glucose, your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, going to your doctor, your cholesterol, your body weight, and then take medication as prescribed by your doctor. But they can also visit, your listeners can also visit NoDiabetesByHeart.org for resources that will help continue the conversation with loved ones and with doctors.
And that's KNOW, diabetes.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're in great shape.
Yes.
Give us a tip on how you personally stay in such great shape.
Well, I got up and first thing I did was put on my workout gear, and I have a friend who's near me, and we hold each one accountable, and we're gonna meet up at the gym today. And it will be as simple as walking on the treadmill today, just doing a little cardio work today.
But every day?
Let's say 80% of the time.
Yeah, because you stay pretty busy.
Yeah.
Do you have cheat days, Angela Bassett?
Cheat days?
Yeah, when you don't work out or
they come
things
along, but they're the weekend. I didn't work out, but maybe there are physical activities that you enjoy that don't feel like work. You know what I mean? But they feel like fun. So if that's your personality, find those things.
Is it a family affair?
Oh, if I worked out like my kids, they're in lacrosse, they're in volleyball,
Nice.
flag football, all those things, and kids just run.
Right.
Yeah, they just move. So, yeah, they walk the dog.
Good for you.
Yeah. That's exercise. I met this guy who had health problems, and he said he got a rescue dog, and he thought he was rescuing the dog, but walking the dog every day, he said the dog rescued him because it took his blood pressure down, and he became healthier. And it was an amazing story he told me.
That's beautiful. That is so true. Yeah. You got to get them out. Get them outside so they can go do their business.
Yeah. You don't want that in the house.
Are you able to implement any of this stuff, any of these tips and your involvement with, especially the American Diabetic Association, on your TV shows or your movies, say like 911?
I haven't. We haven't yet, but it really is a perfect platform, as you say, to do that. It is. There's so many issues out there, and this is a perfect place to do that. Perfect opportunity, provided we find a real good compelling storyline for it. But
yeah, I don't think you could have done it in Otherhood, which I loved, and congratulations on that. I really enjoyed that, and all of your great work.
Yeah,
we really do appreciate you.
Well, thank you, National Ambassador for the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association, Angela Bassett. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And it really is about raising awareness and understanding about that link between type 2 diabetes and heart disease, about empowering people to better manage those risks, and then about supporting healthcare providers to educate their patients and to increase people's engagement, in preventing cardiovascular deaths and heart attacks and strokes.
You're saving lives.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Thank you for participating in Get Well Wednesday.
All right.
Angela Bassett, good morning.